The Suns are playing some really, really good basketball right now. They're currently sitting at 17-9. They're on a huge. They've won a lot of games here. They're on a win streak here. They've won. Damn, they've won their last 6 in a row, and actually they won. Despite losing the Pelicans, they had beat the Mavericks prior to that. So, they've won 7 out of 8. Like, this is a huge streak. They're sitting right now currently at the 4 spot, slightly above the Blazers. The Suns look like a good team, man, and they do have the makings of a team that can really go deep in the regular season, specifically because of Devin Booker. He's pretty young. He's known for putting up a lot of points in the regular season, so that can really help you get a high seed. Obviously, making deep runs in the playoffs requires really high seeding because you don't want to face the best teams in the playoffs early in the playoffs. But they're just a complete team now. Obviously, with the addition of Chris Paul, really putting them over the hump. They were decent. They were kind of decent even without Chris Paul, but Chris Paul has basically elevated them to the position that they're at right now. But it's a pretty complete team. You've got Crowder as your 3-and-D guy. You got CP, obviously. You got Devin Booker. Devin Booker's a walking 30 points easily. He can drop an insane amount of points. Ayton is, big at center, and what we know about Chris Paul is, man, Chris Paul knows how to really incorporate bigs like DeAndre Jordan and all these guys in the game. You got Mikal Bridges is insane. I mean, this guy's a beast, okay? He's also a walking 20 points. Dario's coming back too. So the Suns are a dangerous team you definitely do not want to face. I'm really excited to see how they perform throughout the remainder of the season, but not only that, but in the playoffs, because one of my favorite games in the whole playoffs in the bubble was actually Game 7 of OKC versus Houston. That was an amazing back and forth game. I'm really still salty that the Thunder lost. I was really rooting for CP3. I felt like he was done wrong by the Rockets. I thought they made a dumb decision in letting him go and that they had froze him out. The year where everyone was saying he was playing like crap, they froze him out of the offense. He was injured early on in the season, and so James Harden reverted back to, dropping 40 a game and whatever. And even though he was still there, they kind of went back to that offense, and it was insane. So I felt like they did him dirty, and I was really hoping that they would win, man. But CP missed that bunny, and it was kind of over from there. But I want to see, can they win a round in the playoffs? Can they make it to the conference finals? You really never know in the playoffs. If you get a high enough seed, you get a couple breaks here and there, you can make a deep run. So I'm really curious. And Devin Booker's young. He's definitely hungry. He hasn't really experienced this. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of, energy. They've also got pieces like Jay Crowder. Crowder was on the Heat, right, for their finals run in the bubble. So it's just there's definitely some experience there. Obviously with CP, although CP's only been to, he's actually only been to one conference finals, which is pretty crazy in his entire career, and that was with the Rockets back when they should have beat the Warriors, but CP got injured. So they're a dangerous team, man. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. It sucks that the Suns and the Blazers are both like dark horse candidates at the same time because I really like both teams. I've probably liked the Blazers more though, for sure, as a Dame in their team. But let's see. Honestly, it's a high chance the Suns and Blazers face off in a first round matchup, and that's gonna be a tough first round matchup, man. Those are two really good teams that I view to be dark horses. So, we'll see how the Suns exactly continue and how they fare from here on out. But, they are beating some good teams. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Celtics. They beat the 76ers. So they're not just beating crap teams. They're actually beating good teams, beating the Warriors. And it's a solid team for sure. And let's see how they hold up. They've also got some, bad teams that they're facing. So that should help, boost their, boost their record. But let's see how they go in the playoffs. I'm very excited to see for sure.